Now, when people look at the history of Philadelphia basketball, a lot of times, like the '90s, you hear a lot. It seems like the glory days of the public league. You
Right.
know, how do you define those years? Because it seemed like it was some great basketball, some great players that came out of the public league, and of course, your grass team spearheaded a lot of that.
Right.
Um,
I just
how do you perceive those years?
it was when you talk about it. I mean, there were times that we traveled all over the country. I think in '93 when we were undefeated, but I think we won 6 tournaments. And uh, the funny thing about it is, you go to these tournaments and everything, you go all these different cities, and you hear about all these different players and everything, and you come back, and the toughest team that you face all year long is right here in Philly. Was right here in Philly, and I remember that in '93.
Hank was a warrior. People don't know. He was a man-child. He had the muscles of a man, the heart of a lion. I loved Hank. He was great.
I grew up in the projects, playing 2 and 3 times a day. Went on and played in high school. We did fairly well. I came out in '79. Played against, actually at that time, the high school that was doing their thing at that time was Overbrook. They was #1 in the nation.
How would you view Philadelphia basketball on the world stage, on the global stage in a sense? Do you think it gets the credit it deserves?
Not at all. Not at all. And I would blame it on Philadelphia itself, because Philadelphia is stuck in a historic way of thinking. So if the city itself and its basketball is stuck on the past, how can anybody from outside see what's happening now? So with League of Legends, I'm displaying the legends because the legends have the stories that solidify and validate Philadelphia basketball. At the same time, they're living legends to convey those basics and fundamentals to the youth. And that way, Philadelphia basketball will transition into what Philadelphia basketball will be in the future.